Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Commune. This is my third session, my third episode today. We're playing in Update 30 for the very first time, and I keep getting questions about some of the bugs in Update 30, so I've got a couple here that I should address. Akina Shark says, I didn't see anything in the patch notes about the trait stats not adding to the max hit points and stamina. Was that change intentional? No. So there's a bug some people are seeing where brand new characters that you roll up, I think it was brand new characters that you roll up, will get traits that are supposed to give you health and stamina and other stat bonuses, and they're not giving you the stat bonuses. That is a bug. It's one that we didn't see until players started reporting it, but I believe that there is a fix for that in the works right now. And similarly, Awesome Twitch Dude asked me if I know if they're working on the floating backpack bug. So yeah, so apparently there's also a bug where backpacks and or rucksacks will sometimes, they will be bound to the root of the character and be moving with the character, but they are not synced with the character's, like, walking animations. And so the character will be walking around, bouncing around like you usually do, and the backpack will be like, not moving at all. It'll just be like floating along with you, which makes the backpack look like it's bouncing up and down relative to your character. And so, yeah, no, that is a bug. We are aware of it. And I believe somebody is, if they haven't fixed it yet, they're in the process of fixing it. So yeah, so hopefully by the time people see this on YouTube, maybe we'll already have a fix out. I don't know what the schedule is. These things are delayed on YouTube, so they do take some time to come out. So right now we're working on clearing out this Clio drop. In about 11 minutes it's going to be gone, and I'll have a new space that I can use to expand my base, which is going to be nice. But for right now, you know, the whole purpose of this community has been to get my last nightmare boon. I actually forgot which one that is. Boots, what are you? Boots is a trader. So yeah, I'm trying to get the trader legacy. But the legacy missions won't start until I've killed all the plague hearts. And right now, I actually don't know where the plague hearts are. I've killed a lot of them, but there's definitely some that are left over. So let me equip this character. Actually, that might be excessive. But I'm going to keep it anyway. Let me try to equip this character so that he's in a good position to kill a plague heart. I am, as a general rule, I am not really equipped to take out a plague heart right now. Let's see here. What do we have? We've got... Actually, you know what? I've got a grenade launcher. Maybe that's not a good idea. Ooh, I've got the gas launcher, but not a lot of ammo for it. I've got... What do I have? You know what? Let's grab this rifle, because it's not only got a high caliber bullet, but it's also got a break on it. It's going to be doing tons and tons of damage to the plague heart. And then I've got fire as a backup. I don't have any heals. Let's bring some heals. Let's bring some energy. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, hey, look, there's a siege going on. Okay. Well, this team has been having some pretty light sieges as a general rule. Of course, we are in the middle of clearing that Clio drop, so I don't know. It might not... The siege might not be as light as a lot of the past ones have been. We'll have to see. Hey there, Mr. Zombie. So yeah, after we survive this siege, my goal is going to be to go and take out what might be the last remaining plague heart. Like, there aren't a lot of spaces on the map. You'll notice on the map, where is the map? It's right where I started. There aren't a lot of places where a plague heart could be hiding right now. I'm not seeing a bunch of red sites marked on the map. There could be one up here where I don't have a lot of scouting having happened. Oh, here we go. You know what? It's probably one like right there. I'm betting that's where it is. Oh, and this guy. Oh, look at this. Okay, so there's probably one over here too. Okay, we probably have at least 2 plague hearts. So let's see what's going on with... yeah, of course. As always, The volume for the space is a little too big, so zombies outside count as zombies inside. Repair my weapon. Actually, I just repaired that weapon, but really I should replace it. If I'm fighting plague hearts, let's bring something heavy. All right. Oh, last check. Do we have gas? We need more gas, but we've got some in here, so cool. Oh, Ranithcore points out that I can actually tell exactly how many plague hearts I have by checking the Secure This Territory mission. Ah, yeah, so it says right behind me that I have killed 15 of the 17 plague hearts. So yes, there are 2 left, and we know where they are. So let's start with this one down here. And let's see if we can take out both in a single trip. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh my gosh, so many freaking bloaters. I'm not sure that's going to work in a single trip, just because I'm not very good at my game. But we'll do what we can. Is this? I was seeing. Yes, I think this is the route I want to take. A lot of the routes across Providence Ridge are a little circuitous, which is nice. I think it sort of it increases, it enhances the sense of scale of the map. But it also means sometimes it's a little bit tough to tell which way you need to go. Players have suggested that we could add like a Saints Row style GPS system on the roads, which probably would work to a degree, though it would definitely make it easier to navigate. The downside would be that players would not learn the map as quickly. As a general rule, if you have guides on the ground, it actually slows down your knowledge of your acquisition of knowledge of the actual layout. So I'm not sure it would be 100% a gain, and actually some players might feel like they've lost something. Though, you know, of course we can always make it toggleable. Cogs is about to say, why don't you make it an option? So yeah, if we added that, we probably would make it an option so players could play without it if they wanted to. But, yeah. So I was guessing that the plague heart was probably in this house. Am I right? Yep. All right. Let's see if we can do this. Hopefully this time without getting sick twice in a row. How about I don't shoot the wall, too? Okay. All right. Whoa! Dang it. I miss aim snap! Okay. Let me just reload this sucker. Come here. There we go. All right. All right. That, you know, went okay, I think.
This place looks chock full of nothing. Go to my final mag now.
Plague samples everywhere. Ooh, ammo. Love some ammo. Love a gun. Plague samples. First aid kit will be useful to me, probably. And then I'll leave the rest in here for later. Hello, zombie friends. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Forgot I'm not playing Nando anymore. Nando can grab zombies from the front and take them down, but this guy can't. What was this guy's name? Dion. That's right, Dion. Okay, so we'll drop that off, and this, and that. Because I don't need it right this second. Okay, good enough for now. Now my other plague heart, which we believe is somewhere down here? Maybe? If it's one plague heart, it's hitting all of those things, then yeah, it probably is right there. We thought at one point of like making the plague territory around a plague heart be either off-center or irregularly shaped so that you couldn't actually tell where a plague heart was from its influence. But that turned out to just not be all that worthwhile. It's actually kind of fun to be able to guess in advance where a plague heart is. It's not like the biggest challenge in the world. It doesn't matter the most in the world because whatever, if you don't figure it out, you can just wander around until you find the plague heart. But it's kind of a fun little game to figure out where it might be, so I kind of enjoy it. All right. Hopefully I've got enough gas to get there and back. I think I do. Whee! So yeah, speaking of driving, my daughter officially has her driver's license now and is allowed to drive herself solo, drive family members places, and it's weirding me out. Just because, it feels a little bit like if I were taking my oldest child on their first mammoth hunt as cave people. It's like, this is the dangerous thing that we do in order to make our livelihoods work. And there's a good chance that a bunch of us will die doing this, but it's how we make society work, and so we all just learn to try to be as good at it as possible so that we die as little as possible and can still do this crazy dangerous thing. So that used to be hunting mammoths, right? But now it's driving cars. There's, mammoths are not going to kill most of us because they don't exist anymore. And similarly, just wild animals in general are not the biggest threat facing humanity. And for most of us, starvation is not the biggest threat facing humanity. But we've replaced it with vehicle deaths. And so having a kid newly able to drive a car, able to go out on the freeway with all those crazy people moving at high speeds, it's a little bit scary. So even though she is totally learning and becoming a good driver over time, it's still freaky.
I can do this. I can do this.
Okay, I like that. I like that comment from Dion. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, I thought that Willie Pete was going to do it. But I guess not. There we go.
Shit, I can't believe it.
I think that was the last one. I think that was it. Good, because we're completely out of bullets. Let's see if there's some magic ammo in here. There is not. Just 5.56. I don't know why I'm picking up random crap from the house. Let's get this meds. And, oh, there's a bunch of good stuff in here that I cannot grab because I grabbed crap from the house instead. So run around to the car. At least drop this off in the car. Is there room in the car? Yes, there's room in the car for a few things I don't need. Let me go pick up at least one more nice bit of goodies from the Plague Heart. Cog says every comment in the game is great until you've heard them millions of times. I mean, I get it. Yeah, totally. There's nothing we can do about that. I mean, at some point, if you play any game long enough, you will run out of the dialogue. Unless we actually got, like, a chat bot. And, someday, AI voiceovers might get good enough that somebody could make, like, an indie game where all the characters speak using, at runtime, AI voice that can be expressive in sort of a generic sense, and can sound vaguely like a human. But still say novel things. This is not going well. This is not going well at all.
Running out of steam.
Okay, I'm deliberately making a bunch of noise over here, away from my car, because I actually want to attract as many zombies over here as I can. Oh, I didn't kill the infestation. So now, because the screamers are dead, if I'm careful, I might be able to keep the infestation from growing too much more than it already has. And I don't know what I meant by careful if it didn't include not firing revolvers at people, but whatever. Ugh.
Shit, screamer.
That's just going to be funny. Okay. Oh, what? What? Oh, my guy did say screamer, didn't he? There we go. Yeah, this is just going to get worse and worse, isn't it? There's, like, still a horde here. I've not even managed to clear the horde out.
I cannot keep this up.
So my character has a huge delay on his swings because he's tired. So if I quaff an energy drink right now, because, you know, we've all had that experience where we're doing something that's really difficult, and so we just quaff an energy drink, and in that moment, we immediately get this burst of energy that lets us keep going. That's how the human body works, right? Oh, that one didn't hit what I thought it was going to hit. Come on, how many of these can there really be? Yeah, that should have hit those other two guys. That's a surprise. Okay, we did. I thought this was going to be one I was going to have to run away from. That would have been annoying, but nope, we're good. So, no infestations, no plague hearts. Ready to head home. Yeah, Ryoki Shine, I think that, I think we do have a note somewhere that we need to reduce the incidence of Trumbull Valley related messages, or maybe have them be one-offs for players so that once you've gotten the message, you don't need to keep hearing it forever. That's a really good point. And yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a little annoying, but there are so many parts of the game that need bigger and more important improvements than that it's the kind of thing that it's hard to get around to. But yeah, I think if I were to mention that to the right person, it might not be that hard to correct. Actually, let me just quickly make a note of that. Trumbull messages. Okay, done. Oh, get off my. See, that should teach me to make notes. Just get grabbed by a zombie. Man, remember how hard it was to climb this hill when before Dan mode tuned the cards? I mean, I'm already feeling how difficult it is, even post mode. All right, let's see here. So Cogs is pointing out that one of the advantages of having a teenager who can drive is that she can drive the other kids around, which means I can stream more. That actually is one of the benefits of the game. Not me specifically streaming more, but one of the huge sucks on my wife's time was the fact that like all of our kids are in like different school situations, and she would basically spend all day shuttling them, different kids from one thing to another. And now that we've got, our kids have aged up, some of them are in different schools now, or some of them are in the same school now, and we've got one that can drive, suddenly that enormous amount of time should go way down, unless something goes wrong. But, you know, things go wrong sometimes. And that's totally fine. We'll roll with it if it does. But yeah, no, the idea that our oldest could actually drive kids to school is a nice benefit to the family. So, you know, it's scary, but, I mean, the reason why we let people do scary things is because a lot of the time it's worth it. So yeah, as a dad, I am going to be thinking a lot about the downsides, and I'm going to be worrying a lot. But at the same time, I think, all of us suck at driving when we first get started, and all of us get better. And most of us don't die in a car wreck. Most of us don't. And I should just keep that in mind and realize that this is probably also one of those cases. Brendley says, my friend Preston Garvey loves those frequent Trumbull Valley messages. Hey, stop that. Anyway, let's put back all the stuff we don't need. Wait, I just put away the wrong stuff.
As some of you know, I grew up in a place called Trumbull Valley.
Oh, look! A Trumbull Valley message.
Everywhere else. But it's bouncing back thanks to the strong folks who live there. If you're looking for a good place with good people, you should find your way to Trumbull Valley.
If you're looking for a good time, call Trumbull Valley. All right, yeah, so that fires 9 mils. We can have some 9 mil. This fires this, so we can have some of that. Okay, so he's well equipped now with other stuff that's not the things I bring on Plague Heart runs. Oh, but one thing that happened while I was gone. No more Clio nonsense right there. So awesome. We've cleaned it out. Let's figure out what to put there. What should we put there? Put a forge in there. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to put a forge in there because, of course, wait, no, I'm gonna need to put a trade depot. I was gonna say because people complain about the forge, and I don't use the forge that often, so I don't get to, But I should probably build a trade depot because I've got a trader who's my leader, and there you go. Now that I've got an auto mechanic too, I realize I should probably. We do not have enough. We do not have enough parts around here. And I did just. Building the trade depot takes, like, nearly all of my materials. So, okay, no. We're going to repair the Gladius. We love the Gladius, but we can salvage anything we've got a duplicate of, first off, and just metal bat. When am I ever going to bring a metal bat into the field? I'm not. And close combat weapons, whatever. So many guns. Like, we've got 2... Competition Mark III versus the Sided Mark III. Let's get rid of the Sided Mark III. Got 2 Dillinger pattern 1911s. We got 3 Dillinger pattern 1911s. We got a Mac 10. Got, okay, 45. 3 12-gauge shotguns. This one's boring. We've got... Oh, yeah. M1A1 Thompson. Let's get rid of the one that's not ceremonial. The Thompson is the most common weapon that I use all the time in that other game that I play, Vigor, because it's just the cheapest one to get. And usually I just don't want to bring things into the field that I value. So this one is 5.56. So we got 2 M4A1s. We don't need both of those. We've got... I'm never going to use a Hunter's Mutt. I'm unlikely to use a Bolt Scout, but I'll hold on to it. That M1A, probably not going to use it, though, because I've got other fancy guns. Okay, yeah, so it looks like here I do have... These guns are showing up in a weird order. And let me just check and see. Do I have a double stack of anything? I don't. Okay, so guns showing up in a weird order that is not related to their caliber is not just if you have... Yeah, because originally guns would show up in caliber order. So, if you had a 9mm gun, for instance, like, why do we have 2 Danger Dogs? So if you had a 9mm, it would show up near other 9mm. Like right here. Wait, didn't I have a 9mm revolver? Did I mulch it already? I thought I had a 9mm revolver that I had mulched. But anyway, oh yeah, but here we go. There's a 45 with a 357 followed by a 45. So, like, that shouldn't happen. If these are arranged by caliber, that wouldn't happen. There you go. Yeah, look, looking at the 45s here, they're all over the place. And so we did suspect at one point that misorganization might be caused by having a double stack of ammo. But I do not. This community is struggling. I do not have a double stack of ammo anywhere here. So yeah, okay, good to know. I think I'll probably try to clip this and share it with the team. Oh, but one thing I wasn't thinking of the fact that, if I'm low on parts, it used to be that I had to go through my weapons. That's not my only option anymore, is it? I can salvage backpacks. So let's just, you know what? I usually like to keep a nice large pile of backpacks around, just so that I've got a lot of style options. But it gets excessive. So I'm just gonna smash all these things away. At least all the ones that aren't hiking packs. I'm just gonna smash them. They're gone. And now I've got way more parts. You can see I've got 832 parts. And so what I'm doing right here is this is a new feature for Update 30. It's salvage everything. Or salvage almost everything. There's a few things we don't let you salvage. But we let you salvage a lot of stuff. I could salvage all of these textbooks, for instance. Or, if I don't use coffee very often, I can salvage that. I think I like these consumables, so I'm going to hold on to these. But yeah, so that's really nice. If you find yourself running low on parts a lot, the fact that you can now salvage almost anything in your supply locker is a big benefit. So Akina Shark says that they keep backpacks for influence trading. So yeah, so if influence is what you're short on, that's also a good way to use a lot of that extra gear. But now you can also use it for parts. So now that I've killed all the plague hearts, Boots has got a mission to kick off our legacy missions, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because I am ready to end this episode. So there's a subscribe button. Here's links to other videos, including the very next video that I make with the Commune, which is going to go right here. Right now, actually, I think I'm feeling like it. Let's do one more session.